As you can see, my seat on my snapper lawnmower has given out on me after about 15 years of use. I rode this. I have a steep slope, and I use this to cut the grass. And I decided I'd better replace this seat before I fell off of it. And I found a place called Super Center online. It's out in Lincoln, Nebraska. And they had a seat, and I ordered it. And that's what I'm going to replace it with. Now, underneath this seat, there are 4 screws that you have to remove. I've already removed the screws. In addition, there is a device, a connection underneath, so that if I got off the lawnmower while it's running, it would cut off. So you have to disconnect that wire underneath, and I'll show you this area in 1 second. Okay, we're now looking underneath the seat, and if I can grab this wire, if we can see it, this is what I disengaged from the seat. It goes up under there, and I just pulled it out. And you had a screw here, if you can see this, and a screw straight in the back. And on the opposite side, I had 2 screws, same place. They're not difficult to take out. Once the screws were removed and the seat taken off, this is how it looked. This is my old seat. As you can see here, and I'll show you on the new seat, I had to remove 2 brackets from here. And this is where the plug that I showed earlier, I'll show you here on the new one. It'll be easier to explain. Okay, here we're looking at the new seat. Now I've already attached the brackets that I was telling you about. Screw here, or bolts, not screws, but bolts. And this centerpiece, this is what is connected so that if I got off the lawnmower while it was running, it will automatically shut off because there's no pressure on the seat. And this is not hard to take off from the original seat, and was not hard to put back on. Basically, you clamp in, push down, all the way down, and then pull it out. And you do the reverse coming in. Push it all the way down and push it up. Okay. Now that I've gotten these brackets on, I'm now going to mount it on the lawnmower, and I'll go underneath the lawnmower, and I will fasten these screws, and I will plug in that cord that I was telling you about. Let me get that done, and we'll see how it looks after I do that. Before I go any further, I want to show you how I snapped on, because this probably is important, snapped on that wire that I was telling you about, the plug. If we can see down here, it's dark from my end, but this plug here, I basically, so that I can get it off easily here. Yeah, basically I've snapped it off now, and I'm going to plug it right back in, snapped in, and then this has to be fastened down. Let's see. Yeah, it's in there now. And I'm going to set the seat down and put those bolts, those screws back in that I was telling you about on both sides. As you can see, I've got my new snapper seat on. There's the old, and it's pretty sturdy. Again, I got that snapper seat from a place called Surplus Center. I think it is Surplus Center out in Lincoln, Nebraska. So if you need one, you might want to look them up. This one came with an actual little nick on it, but I'm not going to send it back or complain because it tells you online that some of the goods that they sell will be damaged. So I knew that when I bought it. I didn't know what the damage would be, but I was expecting some sort of defect. And I can live with that little nick compared to this. Hope this helps.